So one is finally done with things like constipation and diarrhea, those things about the physical chemical distillery of the body that are less than wonderful. But you don't have to give up sexuality, because sexuality is basically an electrical phenomenon.
Yeah.
So you have the good stuff, and you can drop off some of the inconvenient stuff, and you can learn in an atmosphere of loving and being loved, which is not always the case here on Earth. So I think that we all want to graduate. I think nobody wants to stick around in third density forever, but it's not. I mean, it could happen. When people ask me the question about is it going to happen at a certain time, I say, well, say that it does happen at a certain time. Okay. If it happened at a certain time, then all of us would go together to walk the steps of light. I think it would be a great party. It would be fun to be there. It would be a gas. So I don't see that as being a difficulty, except for the fact that you wouldn't have been preparing for it. Whereas as your physical death approaches, you do think, just automatically, you start thinking about the afterlife and getting your heart right, as one reader wrote to me. I have X number of years to get my heart right, because when I graduate, I really want to have my heart right so that I can graduate and go on to fourth density.
Right.
There are a lot of people that believe that this or that time is a time when, boom, we all go together. The ascension or the rapture strikes. Jesus in the Bible talked about two people are working in the field. One's there, one's not. You go on or you don't go on. But the problem with the way Jesus saw it was that there's so much judgment involved. There's Jehovah sort of looming down at you and saying, you're going to burn in fire forever. You're evil in this life, And I don't think that's the way it is. I think that we judge ourselves, and that's what the Bible says.
Yeah, and I think that religion. Well, I'm not trying to beat up religion, but in most cases, I think that judgment just comes naturally with it. There's a sort of judgment. I was born and raised as a Jehovah's Witness, so I know. I've been a break, though. I believe we have a caller online, and he's got his hand up, so I think we're going to be able to get through on this one. So let's give it a try here real quick. Hello, and welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello. Who are we speaking to?
This is Jim in Chicago.
Hello, Jim. Did you have a question for Carla?
Yeah, you had just mentioned, Carla. First of all, I'm happy to hear you're up and around. I know you've been issues, and I'm just really happy that you're pushing forward with all your work. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you so much. I think
you had made a comment about you had made a comment about people not preparing. What is there to prepare? It seems to me if you hadn't gotten it down in the last 75,000 years, these last couple aren't going to make that much of an impact, or is there? Is there a way to say, well, here's what to do to prepare? Is it about living in happiness and following the things that make you individually happy? Because that's really what the Law of One is the foundation of.
That's what 101, the choice is about, is how you can do it quickly. It is designed to fill you in so that you can make your own choice to toggle off the flat game board, as I call it in the book, and move into the advanced game board, which is got more space in it, more choices. It can be done in a heartbeat, actually. You can choose to be of service to others at such a level of setting your intention that your vibrational level immediately shifts to the point where you are over 51% service to others in your vibration. It's not a hard thing to learn. It's not even a matter of knowledge. In fact, at one point, the Ra group said to Don that there's only one thing you need to know, and that is that it is absolutely impossible to know anything. Everything is an illusion. So you need to move from this intellectual and emotional chaos to a point of faith in which you say, all is well, all will be well, I am a creature of love, everyone else is a creature of love. Where is the love in this moment? And you simply start living a different way. It's not hard. It's not complex. And I recommend my book for people that have that question that you asked, because I believe that by the time you finish reading the book, you've got all the resources you need to get out of this dump. No offense to planet Earth in the third density, but, you know, the time here is at an end, and if we don't want to simply repeat this density of choice, and if we want to get into a place where the environment is more pleasant, you know, now's the time. If there were a stairway to heaven, you would be correct. The passage of learning and awareness on this planet has grown gradually and come hard. And you look back just 1,000 years and see a vast distance that has been covered since then in our understanding of ourselves as human beings. However, it is that witness inside you that awakens to be a citizen of eternity and to living by overarching values like love, compassion, beauty, and truth. Those eternal values that are far more obvious in fourth density and above than they are in third. And this is a decision that is made from a holistic point of view, with every fiber of your being as an ethically based person, rather than being a person of a certain type, a certain race or age or background or intellectual capacity. I would guess, in fact, that there are millions of illiterate people with no resources at all as far as physical resources that are way up there in terms of their vibration. You don't have to know much in order to keep your heart open. And the work of keeping your heart open is the work of a lifetime, because, I mean, all I have to do is go out, get in a car, and start driving down the road, and before I go 10 miles, especially on the interstate, there's going to be some idiot that creates a difficulty for me by road rage, and cuts me off on the right, or tailgates me to the point that I'm concerned for my paint, or just in general is an idiot. And naturally, you move off of your tuning. All is love, all is light. I'm a creature of love. Did you see what that guy just did? It takes just that long, and you're completely out of love with the world. And so, there's your work. There's the catalyst. It's come in. It's for you to work with. It's grist for the mill, as Ram Dass said. And I just look at every day as an adventure. I get up. I set my intention for the day. Lord, I am your servant. My will is your will. Please let my hands be the hands of love. Let my voice be a voice of love. Let my thoughts be thoughts of love. Let me make a difference today, not just for myself, but because all is one, I'm making a difference for the planet when I make that choice. But, of course, you stray from that setting during the day. And the work of the day, then, is not only to be a witness and to follow those desires that you have until you have no more desires. It's also to keep yourself tuned up so that you have an open chakra body, an open energy body, so the light of the Creator can swoop right on through, right up from the bottom to the top and out. And if you can do that, if you're conscious about doing that, you're living your life as a lighthouse, and you're sending light out that has been transformed by your intention to share it. It's not your love. It's not your light. Human love and light run out pretty fast. It's the love and the light of the infinite Creator, which is abundant. It's infinite in supply.